we're all very aware of the advancements that the Kingdom's made over the last 5 to 10 years as a part of Vision 2030, whether that's in relation to some of the giga projects that we heard about today, or the advancements in the infrastructure, or the creation and development of new ports and terminals. But I think what is also very clear is that in parallel to that, the Kingdom is very aware that the legal system needs to be fit for purpose in order to facilitate the growth, to ensure that they can meet Vision 2030 and to go beyond that. And I think in the maritime sector, we can see that in relation to both the legislation and the judiciary. When it comes to the legislation, one of the big developments was in 2019 with the introduction of the Maritime Code, which was a complete overhaul and first iteration of a comprehensive legal framework for the maritime sector. And since then we've seen additional regulations be implemented to supplement that underlying law. One of the most recent being the new regulation governing ship agents within the Kingdom. And on the other flip side of that, with respect to the judiciary, we have also seen advancements. While we've yet to see a bespoke forum for transportation disputes, whether it be a part of the court system or the judiciary, we have nonetheless seen advancements. One of those advancements being a recent cooperation agreement between the Transport General Authority and the Saudi Centre for Commercial Arbitration, whereby they're encouraging all stakeholders to ensure that their contracts incorporate arbitration, and with the view that all disputes arising from transportation, whether it's in the marine sector, the aviation sector, or the road sector, will be subject to arbitration. And just to complement that, very recently, as of last week, there was a similar new law that now allows non-Saudi qualified lawyers to appear in Saudi arbitration. So it's very clear that the Kingdom is aware that it needs to have a fit-for-purpose legal sector to facilitate and to ensure that the Kingdom can achieve Vision 2030 and beyond. With respect to decarbonisation, we've obviously heard a significant amount about that over the last couple of days, and it's inevitably at the forefront of the Kingdom's mind with respect to some of its new projects. And I think a prime example of this is the Red Sea project itself, which is a blueprint for a decarbonised future, as it relies solely on green mobility between the transportation sector, whether it's by sea, land or road. Now I think the complicated area is with respect to regulation, because at the moment there's a very complex multi-layered regulatory landscape between the international, regional and national levels. And the big issue is how one implements those regulations evenly across the board. But the Kingdom is no doubt aware of it and is certainly doing its part when it comes to decarbonisation. I think it's hugely important, and I think we can see that through the growth and participation of such events over the last few years. There's a huge amount of interest in the industry. The Kingdom is inevitably going to be a gateway for transportation going forward, and the maritime industry generally. So these events are extremely important to promote what is available within the Kingdom and to encourage new industries or new companies to come into the sector and benefit and help countries like Saudi Arabia achieve their Vision 2030.